Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I've got a few interesting stories, including this one from XRP Arcade. It's really just talking about XRP markets and how there has been insane adoption in terms of availability globally of trading XRP. I've also got a couple stories on a different topic. You guys all know about your Spark token opportunity if you're an XRP holder, right? There's a company called Flare Networks, or maybe they're technically a non-profit. I think they were structured that way. But anyway, I guess it's still technically a company or a business. But anyway, regardless, they have created a Spark token, which XRP holders get for free on a 1-to-1 ratio at minimum. So if you own 1,000 XRP, for example, you can get 1,000 free Spark tokens because this is a utility fork. It's kind of similar in that regard to, if you held Bitcoin when there was the fork and Bitcoin Cash was created, then you also got a bunch of Bitcoin Cash. So it's conceptually along those lines here. And so usually when forks happen, though, they're intended to be a bit hostile. And this is actually working in conjunction with the XRP ledger. It's absolutely designed to increase XRP's actual utility with smart contracts specifically, because the creators of XRP, David Schwartz, of course, among them, who recently spoke on this topic, is citing how what they had to decide, what do we optimize it for? Because they were trying to make a better version of Bitcoin. That's what they were going for when they created XRP. And there are a number of technical reasons, which I'll not get into in this video, but suffice it to say, they determined that adding smart contract capabilities in the XRP ledger would not make it so good at some other things, so they left it out. But it's really good at moving money around the planet, and so now you have this separate network which enables smart contract functionality for XRP, and XRP is already blazing fast, so it's just like, now how are you going to act Ethereum? Like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But there's a increased adoption here, and so as far as being able to claim your tokens, I just have a couple updates. There's a couple exchanges that looks like they're going to be participating. But anyway, before I provide any more content here in this video, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. And also, if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, you done came to the right spot, son. Go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel to join the echo chamber. All right, so here's a tweet from XRP Arcade. Who wrote, more than 300 exchanges and 1,000 pairs listed on our markets page. The most extensive list out there. Yeah, and XRP Arcade, run by XRP community member Leonidas, is an awesome website. If you have not checked it out, do yourself a favor and just browse it. Just check all this stuff out up here. It's awesome. But yeah, so he's got this page with all the listings. So over 300 exchanges now. And so I was thinking back when I joined the world of crypto in 2017. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I remember reading at that point XRP was only traded on something like, I don't know, it was like 54 exchanges or something. This would be the beginning of November 2017. And now it's on over 300 exchanges. This is real world adoption. You're talking about, and I can't remember how many active XRP accounts there were back then, but way less than there are now. I know last I checked, which was maybe a week or so ago, there were at that point over 2.1 million XRP account activations, with like 100,000 of those occurring in like a 4-week period. It's just like the growth lately has been absolutely nuts. There's been a ton of volume, a ton of activity and interest on the cryptocurrency markets in general, and that's only helped to prop up XRP in terms of actual adoption. The number of retail investors and institutional investors ultimately jumping in here. So it's just been insane to see this volume, and that's why for me it was always fun because. I did jump in, admittedly, like right before the most exciting time in like the history of crypto. Weeks before Bitcoin hit its all-time high and XRP had its most intense parabolic run-up from 20-something cents to almost $4. Crazy time to jump in. But the strong majority of the time I've been in the world of crypto, it's been during a bear market. And I actually launched, and it wasn't by design, but I happened to have launched this channel mid-December 2018, which was the bottom of the bear market. So I haven't pretty much, so the first initial weeks I saw this crazy flurry. Oh my God, everybody and their grandma's talking about Bitcoin and crypto and this and that. But for most of the time, it's just been like people are like depressed And so I just look at it so differently though. I'm like, oh my God, this is such an excellent opportunity with all this retracement here. I've got all this time to acquire. I learned how market cycles work and just the, the emotional aspects that people go through in terms of buying and selling. And I was like, no. So, you go from that point where there are way fewer XRP account activations. I only traded on, I think, I apologize if I'm mistaken, not trying to mislead you, but I think it was 50-something exchanges. From that to, XRP being used in enterprise software today to bridge currencies. It's functionally being used today. I could not be more confident. And just because most of the world doesn't know what it is and what's happening here because nobody's paying attention, relatively speaking, like we're the few, like we're the minority that are paying attention to this and are finding this opportunity. And while I don't have a financial background and I am not offering financial advice, so you shouldn't buy or sell anything because I'm happy to share my opinion, which is simply that we are here before everybody else. Like less than 1% of humans on this planet own Bitcoin, and even fewer own XRP. So just think about it. To me, I couldn't be more thrilled to be here. And then I saw this on Ripple's website on the topic of how many exchanges. And so they had this little section called XRP Trading. XRP is faster and more efficient than any other digital asset. It offers financial institutions a quick and reliable option for sourcing liquidity on demand. Through the Spring platform, developers leverage XRP in use cases from micropayments and e-commerce to exchanges and peer-to-peer services. XRP is traded on more than 100 markets and exchanges worldwide that are not affiliated with Ripple. I think it's time they update that. I don't blame them because, who are they going to pay to keep count of every single exchange that's using it? But I think that there's a big enough jump up that it's probably safe to change that number to 300 at least. More than 300 exchanges here. Man, things have come a long way, man. I'll tell you what. All right, on to the next XRP topic here from you today. XRP's utility fork Flare now supported by major South African exchange. I like to see. I'm telling you what, I'm happy to see this. There've been a ton of exchanges come on and said either explicitly yes, we are going to be supporting this, or we're in talks to figure out if we're going to. So it's being taken very seriously, and it's a really great thing to see here. But the distribution of Flare Spark FXRP token will get supported by South African cryptocurrency exchange altcoin trader, according to a September 12th Twitter announcement. The exchange will pass on Spark tokens to all of its clients that hold XRP. Flare is a utility fork of XRP that will make it possible to execute smart contracts with the fourth largest cryptocurrency on the Ethereum blockchain by integrating the Ethereum virtual machine. Excuse me. It aims to build a two-way bridge between the two ecosystems, bringing XRP scalability to a plethora of applications built on top of the Ethereum network. And so I remember one of my early questions was, when I entered crypto, I was like, so this old Ethereum thing, okay, smart contracts, got it. Potentially it'll be a thing in the future. I could see how that can make sense. So why does it need to have a coin attached? And it's like, to pay for smart contracts. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. But why does it have to be paid for with Ethereum? Like, why does it need the coin attached? Why can't you just pay however you want to pay? And so I always thought if there's something that's super duper fast and it's more like currency agnostic, that might do a little bit better here. And so in this case, with what the Flares do, even if it's purely to be used with XRP, the Spark token holders can vote to make it or to add the functionality to other blockchains also. So we'll see what goes. It doesn't mean that's even necessarily going to happen. I'm just sharing with you thoughts like some of my early thoughts when entering the world of crypto, because yeah, smart contracts very well could be a thing. To this point, they're not much of anything in 2020. Not denying that they could be useful, but it goes back to the concept of like garbage in, garbage out. Because even if there's a contract that's agreed upon on the blockchain, if you set it up with bad information, and then how do you determine what actually happened in the real world to execute the contract, things like that, and maybe those are some of the things that are hard to overcome, and it is the reason we're not seeing massive actual utility with it to this point. I don't pretend to know, and I don't research Ethereum intensely, but still just the idea of having to pay with one type of currency for that blockchain, it's like, if you had to have a new currency for every type of thing you could purchase in the world, we'd have a serious problem. So it's like, at what point do you draw the line? Is it reasonable to do it for a platform that's going to be globally adopted, or in theory globally adopted and actually used globally for smart contracts? Yeah, maybe. I just... there's no way to know exactly how this is going to pan out. I'm just sharing with you some of my like skepticism about the way this is working, because what I see even in 2020 is like a lot of people just doing nothing but speculating and not getting actual utility out of the cryptocurrencies in general. And then there's this piece from Daily Hodl. eToro in discussions with Ripple and Flare networks. eToro is proud to have a large community of XRP holders on our platform and keen to support the continued evolution of the Ripple ecosystem. As such, eToro is currently in conversation with Ripple and Flare networks regarding the upcoming distribution of Spark, the native token of the Flare blockchain. And so I didn't want to go through this whole article. I just wanted to mention there's another exchange right there that is taking this very seriously. And if they're going to announce something like this and then not follow through, I'd be surprised. It's like, it seems to me like they're working out the specifics, but they have to know, because can you imagine announcing that you're thinking about doing this and be like, yeah, we decided not to? The optics wouldn't be good. The optics would not be good. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's it for this video, though. Thank you very much for stopping by, my friends. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.